Hi, I'm Tom Shue, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to create a preset, a black and white preset, and apply it to a file upon import when you're using tethered capture inside Lightroom. Well, that's a mouthful. This is a member requested tutorial, so let's just get started. First thing you want to do is go to File, Tethered Capture, Start Tethered Capture, and we'll call this Tether tether tut, and we can call this just test. Okay, so we're going to click OK, and there's a bunch of other things about tethering that you might want to apply. First thing we want to do is we want to turn on the camera. So we'll just reach over here and we'll turn our camera on, and you'll see that the interface just goes ahead and starts it right away. Okay, and we're just going to take a picture just to get started. So it takes our first picture, we'll bring it in, and you can see it's some apples. So I want to go to the develop module. If this thing gets in the way, you can hold down the Alt key, and that's the Option key on a Mac. You notice that X turns into a minus sign, and that will shrink this. So we're going to go into the develop module, and we're going to apply a preset to this. First, we're going to create one. So to create a black and white preset, we're going to come over here to black and white, okay? And let's go ahead and reset everything. You want to kind of remember what was in the images when you captured it. I know there's a red and yellows because the apples, and these are the things that will be affected the most. So for the red, I want to brighten that up, that tabletop. And for the yellow, because the apples were kind of yellow, I can brighten those up as well. Orange is definitely going to affect it, so I'll bring that down a little bit. The greens won't really affect that much, maybe a little bit in the shadows, or I should say the specular highlight. Aqua doesn't affect anything. And you'll notice that if there's not a color in that image, it won't be affected by these sliders. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a tone curve to it. So I'm going to brighten it a little bit in the highlights, and I'm going to bring down the shadows a little bit. And I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to grab the clarity a little bit, and I'm going to slide the clarity over just a hair, and I want to set a black point. So I'm going to drag the black point just a little bit as I want to darken it. So there's our black and white image. So now that we've applied these, we want to go to our presets and we want to create a new preset, and we'll just call this test, and we'll call it Lauren for the name of the person that requested this tutorial, and we click create. But before we do, we got to choose what we've done here. In our basic tone, we don't want it all selected. We want to do our black, we want our clarity, and we want to do our black and white treatment, okay? And we also want our tone curve. These are the things that we selected during our adjustments. So we click OK, and now we'll come back over here and we will expand it by holding down the Alt key, and that's the Option key on a Mac, into our presets. We'll go into the TSP imaging, and we'll find that test we created. Let me move this little bar over because it drops below the screen. Let's see if we can find that. It's not going to show us. It's right at the bottom. Test Lauren. So we select Test Lauren, and when we fire an image off, it's going to apply that preset. Okay, so let's take it off real quick so we can see one come in. Click None. We'll take the picture, and you'll see that it's our red apples again. All right, and then we'll apply that preset again. Test Lauren, and we will take the next picture. So we'll have the new one right here, and there it is displayed. It's that simple. I hope that helps you out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. And until next time, we'll see you soon.